Hello YouTube. Today I'll be talking to you a little bit about dry flies. First off, we have the Royal Wolf. It is a tractor. It works good for trout, goggle eye, perch, panfish, anything that really bites bugs on top of water. Next, we have the Gray Wolf. It looks more natural than the Royal Wolf, but other than that, they're kind of the same. Royal Wolf's just got a little bit of ribbon stuff there. This is good for spring and summer, some fall. They're both pretty good for spring and summer, but they're not the best dry flies. Then we have the Stimulator Orange. This is a total tractor pattern. It looks good on the water. These larger sizes, some people use them as strike indicators because trout are sometimes known to hit the strike indicator just out of curiosity. And if they hit this strike indicator, then you got a fish on your strike indicator. Next, we have a rubber-legged PMX yellow. I like the yellow. I think it works the best. You can use this also as a strike indicator. It floats really good like the Stimulator Orange. Got a lot of hackle on it. It's pretty natural. It's got that yellow on it. Makes it a tractor. It's good to use in later times and summer. Good around there when nothing's biting any other dry flies. Then we have the adjustable orange burn wolf, which is like the royal wolf and the gray wolf. Same style, just different color. This one's really good for goggle eye and perch. Mainly those panfish, but I've caught a few trout on it. Next, we have the bumblebee. This is, I don't trout fish with it, but great for perch, smallmouth. I've seen smallmouth bite these small flies. And goggle eye. Big goggle eye like these. That's why I always carry a few of them. They're really good, and the foam, it's got foam on it. Makes it a foam bumblebee. Really nice, because like goggle eye and perch are usually just nibble and they sink it underwater, and it really just keeps floating because it's foam. Always have a few of these. Then we have the high visibility parachute. These are total attractors. They're neon green. Really good. They work for trout. Perch like this color for some reason. Like just lake perch and stuff really love this color. Big lakes, reservoirs, stuff like this they like. But you can use it for trout too. Works. Next, we have the Adams Natural. Now, the Adams Natural is one of the best trout flies you can have. It works really good in spring and summer. It's just really good. It floats kind of high, so it looks like you can't really see the hook very well if there's a trout in the water looking at it. You can fish it about anywhere. Works for other species too, but mainly trout. One of the best flies. Then we have the Adams Parachute. This fly sits a little lower in the water than the Adams Natural, but they both work very well for trout. Mainly, most of these flies that I'm showing you are trout flies. You can catch way different species on this though. Like anything's known to bite these because it just imitates a lot of things. I mean, the Adams Natural and the Adams Parachute, just they look natural and can imitate a lot of things. They're not really a specific imitator, but they imitate quite a few varieties of species. I'm going to show you two flies that I often like to use for trout when they're really picky, not eating anything. I love to use, I'll start with a blue-winged olive, small size 18 is what I think is the best. This is one of my favorite dry flies. It works good for perch too, but trout love these things, especially brown trout. For some reason, they eat these things a lot. Next, one of the other ones that I go to is the elk wing caddis. Now, this fly looks like a lot of things, like the Adams. The blue-winged olive doesn't, but this fly imitates quite a bit of stuff, and it looks really good in the water. Then we have a hopper here. We have a cricket hopper. These look almost exactly like a real cricket. They even got a foam on the bottom, so you know it's not one of those dry flies that sinks very often. Then on to bass dry flies, I like to use this for bigger lakes as a dry fly. I usually don't use dry flies that often, bass fishing in lakes and reservoirs, but this is a good one. It's just a Betts popper, white with black speckle, and it's got red mouth and red eyes with a black pupil. Rubber legged. It's got 6 rubber legs on the front that are black, and it's got 4 rubber legs on the back that's white. It's also got some hackle in there. It looks really nice in the water. Bass like it. If I'm fishing in a creek for largemouth, sometimes smallmouth, I will use this wasp. It's got a lot of hackle on it, so it usually floats good. Good for bass. It's a bigger fly, probably size 12. It's a nice fly. What really makes it cool is the red on the back. Makes it look like it's injured or just a stinger. You know, does a lot of things. And that is all the dry flies that I will show you today. I have more, but those are the ones that you would take into consideration to get. Comment, subscribe, like, please, and goodbye.